By the 1940s, the military had developed new wireless radios that could send and receive messages. They were bulky and heavy, but they allowed troops to stay in almost constant contact with other friendly forces. The trouble was, the enemy could hear these radio conversations too. The Japanese military used a group of English-speaking soldiers to listen in on American military radio messages. The Japanese hoped to learn details about American defenses or troop movements. They hoped to get advance warning of American plans. The US military would develop codes to make it more difficult for the enemy to understand their messages. However, enemy code breakers would figure out these codes, and then new ones were needed. What was needed was a simple but unbreakable code. The solution came not from the military but from a Los Angeles engineer named Philip Johnston. He was the son of missionaries who had spent years working with the Navajos. Though Johnston wasn't a Navajo himself, he had grown up on a Navajo reservation and knew the Navajo language well. Johnston had read about the military's efforts to develop secret codes. He believed that a code based on the Navajo language would be almost impossible to break. Johnston was one of just a few non-Navajos who could speak and understand the Navajo language. He knew from personal experience how hard it was for non-Navajo to learn the language. Philip Johnston's idea. Johnston contacted Marine Corps offices in Southern California and eventually arranged a meeting with Major James E. Jones. However, military leaders knew that even students from other countries, including Japan and Germany, had begun to study Native American languages. In response to John's doubts, Johnston explained how the Navajo language could be used to create a code. He said the Navajo language was not as well understood as other Native American languages. Even if enemy code breakers could understand other language, they would likely be puzzled by the Navajo. Johnston's presentation convinced Jones. In March 1942, he arranged for Johnston to meet with Major General Clayton Vogel and Colonel Witherwood Woodward from U.S. Marine Headquarters in Washington, D.C. Johnston sold them on the idea too, and the top leadership of the Marine agreed to give Johnston's plan a tryout. The Marines would recruit a group of Navajos who would develop a code using their language. To find Navajo to enlist in the Marines code program, recruiters traveled to the Navajo Reservation, the largest in the United States. The Navajo Reservation stretches across parts of Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. The Navajo Code Project was top secret, so the Navajos didn't know they were signing up to be code talkers. They knew only that they were joining the Marines and helping to defend the United States.